What is up, Cancer? Welcome to your general timeless reading. My name's Jordyn, and let's get into your reading. If you want a personal reading or Reiki session, book it down below. Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you see when I post, when I go live. But let's get into it. I'm going to be using Witch's Tarot for your reading today, Cancer. And I will be using Tarot Royale for your clarifiers. So all the tarot decks I use are going to be linked down below in the description box. But let's get into it. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I just keep hearing casual. 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 It feels like the way you're holding yourself, to be honest. It feels very like you can exhale, like you can breathe. Casual. It feels like things are calming down is really what it feels like. It feels like more so like an essence than what I would label a relationship. It does not feel like... I know sometimes when people hear that, it would immediately make them think like a sexual relation. That is not what this feels like whatsoever. It feels more so like I can just breathe. Like I can dress casual. I don't have to be buttoned up. I don't have to have a pull up my, you know, I can relax. Six of Cups. Ten of Wands. Yeah, because in the past things were really burdensome. Things were heavy. This is a very new energy for you. Realizing that you can breathe, that you can exhale, that things don't have to be difficult. Life is easy. Life can be fun. It can be enjoyable again. And I say again because at one point you looked forward to these things, whether it be relationships or work or just waking up in the morning. You're starting to feel excited again. New opportunity. Okay. For Cancer. I heard target practice. Four of Wands. Okay. Between the 10 and the 4 is the Six of Wands energy. You're moving into... Okay. Not only are you moving into stability with the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands is recognition. The Six of Wands is recognition that the old way of doing things was not working. You were trying and trying and trying, and it was constantly leading you into this place of not only like seeming failure, and I say seeming failure because the Six of Wands is somebody who's coming out of battle and they're like sitting on the horse. They're like, look at me, like I won the battle. Like, come on, clap your damn hands. Like, I know, I just won. I know, give me my accolades. And when it's in reverse, it's kind of like they're seeking that recognition. And it's almost like you felt as if you were fighting and fighting and fighting and you were not getting the reward that you felt you deserved, right? You are finally letting that go because you realize that you are chasing something that was not going to come. It just was not going to happen. And because you released that attachment to that thing and you allowed yourself to surrender to a new way of doing things, now you're finding stability. You're finding stability because you released attachment. Attachment, addiction, codependency, fears, limiting beliefs. It's all the same thing. It's all rooted in the ego. Okay, so let's continue for Cancer. Page of Pentacles. I love pages. Pages are students. It's indicative of new beginnings, right? It's laying a new foundation. It's like, okay, let's start from scratch. Let's start from scratch. I'm done overthinking things. I'm allowing the old way to fall away because I was self-sabotaging my own path. I was self-sabotaging my own path. I was standing in the way of my own progress by not allowing myself to see that I was basically on the hamster wheel, right? I knew what I wanted to change. I knew what I wanted to do, and I did not want to surrender, right? I didn't want to surrender and just release the burden that the past kept repeating. Because a Ten of Wands in reverse is not the closeout of a Ten of Wands. It's like the refusal of releasing that Ten of Wands. And this feels like the understanding of, okay, I was really holding on to this for a long time. And because now you see that, you get the stability. because now you're like, okay, I can build something new. I'm no longer dwelling on it. 8 of Swords. You're not stuck in the headspace anymore. You're allowing things that no longer serve you to fall away because you recognize that they were self-sabotaging behaviors. Because the 7 of Swords is a deceptive energy. It's an energy of someone who's kind of like, oh, I see that over there. That's what's really meant for me. But I'm going to go over here. I'm going to sneak away. It's a very sneaky energy. We don't like that. And now you're falling into the energy of balance, the equal exchange of energy. Like, okay, if I do this for myself, this is going to come back to me tenfold, right? So if I take care of myself, this will benefit me in the long run, right? Or if I work really hard at this task, I will reap the reward, right? Or if I give to charity, right, it's going to benefit the collective, right? It's just, it's the exchange of energy. If I manifest this or I think positive thoughts, I'm going to attract positivity, right? If I manifest for other people, it's just spreading that energy of abundance into the collective, okay? This is going to have a domino effect into your relationships because you're healing the 3 of Swords, the pain, the hurt inside of you. It's opening you up to new opportunities. A lot of this is rooted in distorted feminine energy, not loving yourself, not allowing yourself to have the self-care and the balance and the boundaries with other people to allow yourself to say, okay, listen, I'm thinking too much about you and how this is affecting you, and I'm disregarding how this is affecting me. Okay? And you're starting to think, okay, it's time for me to take care of me. And that's a good thing. Let's clarify. Let's look at the 6 of Cups. Let's see what was going on in the past for Cancer. So Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I heard solemn exchanges. This feels like contracts you were tied up into that it almost feels like you were you were not obligated to these contracts or relationships. You felt an obligation to these people to be there for them. 6 of Cups. You felt an obligation. This feels like guilt and shame, and that's why the 10 of Wands is there. Difficulty parting from these connections or these people of the past. Yeah, Tower in reverse. There's the resistance to allowing these foundations to fall away. The Moon, right? Not wanting to accept it. The Moon is, the Moon's the emotions. One, it is Cancer energy. It's also Pisces energy, but it's also the things that we do not see. It also has the dogs in it. The dogs are indicative of loyalty, but it's one dog is feral, one dog is domestic. So it's like, I want my freedom, but I also want to be loyal to these people, right? I want to break free into my new cycle, the Tower, but I also want to be loyal to them, the teeter-totter, right? Ace of Wands in reverse, resisting the new cycle, knowing you have the opportunity to step into the new, but not wanting to see it because a part of you that wants to stay so loyal to this old cycle, to what's familiar, right? Even though it's to your detriment. So let's look at the 10 of Wands. Heard long time coming. 10 of Wands. I heard serendipity. That's good. Feel very playful energy coming in. The Hermit. Okay, this feels very sudden. The Hermit in reverse is a ghosting energy to me. I heard tornado warning. That's actually a card in not the enchanted map. Is it the enchanted map? It's in one of my oracle decks. That's like a card of upheavals. So you might have gone through a very difficult emotional time with this. It doesn't feel like something in the actual material world. It might have been an actual argument with somebody, but this feels like a very like emotional upheaval because the Hermit is introspection, but in reverse to me it's like ghosting. It's like wanting to push everyone and everything away because things have become too heavy. It's like not knowing. Yeah, 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups to me is the emotional disconnect. I don't want to deal with this anymore. It's the emotional shutdown. Can't do it. Too difficult. Yeah. Okay. I want to get one more on this. Yeah, the Fool. And this is what pushed you into the new cycle. Whatever this old cycle was, you realized that it was taking such a toll on you emotionally that it had to go. You were basically pushed to your limit till you realize that I have no choice but to let this go because it is now taking a toll on my emotional state. And if I do not make changes, I am going to end up losing myself. in some form or fashion, right? Okay. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands, which is the card of conflict, right? Conflict and competition. So it could have been arguments with other people, power struggles. Let's look at the Four of Wands. King of Cups and the Four of Wands in reverse. So as much as you loved this foundation or foundations you had with this situation or these people, you realize that you love yourself more. That this had to go, whether it be friendships or a certain romantic relationship or a job or a living situation or even a family member, you had to let it go or habit, right? Five of Pentacles, abandoning it, leaving it, walking away from it, because King of Swords in reverse. It was not something that you saw resonating with your truth, right? King of Swords in reverse. It's not something you can make sense of anymore. Knight of Wands in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Star. You realize that it was a very impulsive behavior of yours to want to return to this, right? The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands is a very non-committal energy. It's kind of like my teenager energy. It's like that teenager that wants to just like be like, I want to go have fun. Oh, that was probably really stupid what I did last night, you know? Because the Knight of Wands is like the player card. It's someone who just wants to go out and party and they might make some poor decisions. And the Knight of Swords is a lack of honesty. It's also someone who picks fights, who's very argumentative. And in reverse, both of these energies, you're realizing that this is not your truth, and whatever situation you are in might have been triggering this aspect of you. It might have been making you on edge. It might have been triggering some argumentative behavior or kind of triggering more stress in you or making you want to run from the situation or creating a skittish energy in you. And that's not something that you are comfortable with, right? And so is divine time with the Star to leave that situation. Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the card of giving up. I don't want to fight for this anymore. It's not worth my time. Let's look at the Page of Pentacles now. Let's see what you are building and investing in. Six of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Very nice. New soul tribe. New connections. The Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. This is building foundations with people who are very supportive, who are going to bring joy and celebration and happiness to your life. The Three of Cups, yes, it is a card of celebration, of reconciliation, but with the Page of Pentacles, pages are students. It's building a new foundation. This feels very new, very, very new. This feels like you're calling in new energies, new ways of being, creating a lot of stability and connections in your life that are going to support the new version of yourself that you're heading into, which makes a lot of sense because we're heading into a new North Node and South Node. So a lot of stability, a lot of happiness, a lot of good. Let's look at the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is the fears, limiting beliefs, attachments that you're letting go of. It's no more analysis paralysis, right? It's also the clarity. Yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse. Wow, really, really nice. So you're opening up your heart space to new opportunity with this, because between the 10 and the 8 is the Two of Swords. So opening the heart space, it's also Libra energy there. Then you have the Three of Swords and the Chariot, because you recognize that there was a lot of energy being given, a lot of mental energy being given to the pain and the stress that was going on in your life. And that's what's being recognized here. That's what's being released. That's why the Three of Swords is here. It's not that you're sitting in the Three of Swords. It's that you're realizing that that's what had to be let go of. No longer dwelling on the pain, because that Ten of Swords cycle is now being released. You're in the process of letting it go with the Tower there, because it was very self-sabotaging. And that's what's helping you move forward, the Chariot, right? Ebb and flow. Endings are a part of life. Let's look at the Tower. I know easier said than done, but we just got to honor our emotions, work through them and not repress them. Two of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Swords. Yeah. Okay, this feels very habitual in the sense of being very indecisive and lying to yourself about the steps forward you want to take, being scared of how... It's like wanting certainty. Like, is this the right decision? Is this going to be stable? Should I just stay where I am? It's wanting the safety. It's wanting the to know for sure that where I'm going is going to be safe. In regards to foundations, in regards to your next step, the new path, right? And you're not going to know. And that's why the Page of Swords is here. It's the lack of knowing, not knowing the truth. And it's as you're letting go of this old foundation, the Two of Pentacles, as you're dropping the old way of being with the Tower there, right? The letting go of this old Ten of Pentacles, what's no longer serving you. It's scary to think, okay, now I'm accepting the new path, Two of Wands in reverse. I'm not looking at it. I've decided I'm going to go walk it now, right? Oh, but I don't know if it's actually going to be a true Ten of Pentacles. What if it's not, right? It's the fear. Devil. The fear, right? Don't allow the fear to stop you from continuing forward. Because that's just the ego trying to scare you back to old ways, trying to scare you back into the comfort zone. When you challenge the ego, that's where you expand, where you grow, where you find your personal strength, your personal power, your freedom. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. This is the sabotaging behavior. Clarified by the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Two of Swords. Between the 7 and the 2 is the Five of Swords. Okay, so we have, and again, the Devil on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, 'cause you want to control the situation. You really want to control the situation. You always want to provide and help other people. That's the Emperor there. Yeah, it's the Father in Tarot. You really want to help and provide for other people and be supportive for other people. But again, you're doing it while sacrificing for yourself. It's your excuse to not heal this aspect within you. You're shifting the focus off of your own self-sabotaging behavior and focusing on other people's needs and wounds instead of your own. With the Seven of Swords in reverse on top of the Seven of Swords upright with the Two of Swords, this is you not wanting to see your own self-sabotaging behavior. It's the blindfold, right? I don't have self-sabotaging behavior. No, I don't have it. I don't have it. I've overcame that. No, you deflect. You're deflecting. You don't want to accept it. There's a fear of, whether it be a fear of success, a fear of trusting the choices you make for yourself, a fear of having this true stability, right? A fear of becoming your most authentic self, a fear of having your true happiness, whatever it is, a fear of your own personal freedom, a fear of growing so big, right? What is it? You need to explore that for yourself. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles. I don't know why I have a very solitary energy with this. Like a need for a time alone. Like a very hermit energy. Five of Swords in reverse. Then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. And the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you're letting go of a relationship here. It's most likely, okay. The sabotaging behavior, if you go back to these old connections, if you get scared back into your comfort zone, whatever it is, this old way of being, this old attachment, this old addiction, this old foundation, whatever it is, you're going back to the contracts, Hierophant in reverse, that are already done. They're already ended. You're going back to the state of conflict. You're sabotaging your balance, right? You're sabotaging your balance because you're trying to protect yourself. Four of Pentacles, right? I need to protect myself. I need to protect myself instead of healing yourself. Four of Swords in reverse. It's what the ego does. The ego's there to protect you. Does it always do it in the best of ways? No. It does it sometimes in a way that's very self-sabotaging. This is very habitual. It's very habitual. It just needs to be recognized. It needs to be recognized. You need to pause. Deep breath. What am I doing right now? That's why I say this Knight of Wands, this Knight of Swords energy felt very teenager-like. It's that energy of the need for impulse control. Why am I about to act this way? What in me is getting triggered that wants to respond like this? What am I protecting myself from? Right? Why do I feel the need to protect myself? Am I really in danger right now? Or is my ego dubbing the past over the present? Right? Deep breath. Most likely you're safe. Nothing bad's happening. And your ego's telling you a false story of the past that's not even happening right now in the present. Okay? You're just about to break the chain that is wrapped around you and expand your comfort zone. And your ego's like, no, we don't know what's going on beyond the border. You need to stay within your little comfort zone. And your higher self's like, no, break the damn chain. And the ego's like, get back here. Just break the chain. Break the chain. Do it. Cancer, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. I wish you the best. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, be gentle, be patient, and be compassionate with yourself. Like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.